All right, guys, today's a pull day, so we're gonna be doing back, buys, maybe a little bit of shoulders, some forearms. We got the Rise Pink Splash loaded pre-workout that my girlfriend got me. This is really good stuff, guys, so I'm gonna pound this and we'll get into the workout. We'll get started with a warm-up set of lat pull downs. I'm not even gonna use my straps for this, it's just a warm-up set. Sorry about the noise. My neighbors are doing a little construction, I guess, today. Very solid set we got going on. I really felt my lats there, and I usually don't on pull downs. Pull downs are usually a little weird to feel my lats on. Pretty amped though. I got my good 8 hours of sleep, pretty much right on the dot. I had some good pre-workout carbs, some good pre-workout protein. Pretty hyped though. My new protein powders came in. I got the Rise Casey Kelly lemon cake and the blueberry muffin. A lot of people say to me that like it's hard for them to go to the gym while they're on the cut, or they're demotivated because the numbers aren't going up. For me, the motivation is like seeing the number on the scale go down and also like maintaining the same numbers. And as for motivation, like yes, there's some days where I lack motivation, but I mean, I pretty much am self-motivated by my own progress, and like I still come in when I'm not motivated, you know what I mean? That's the difference between somebody who's like kind of into it and I think somebody who's into it, you know what I mean? And as for those low motivation days, you just pound a couple of like 80 grams of pre-workout carbs and you come in and it's awesome, you know what I mean? Like once you're there, you're there. But I think a lot of people aren't prioritizing their sleep like they should be. Get back in for a second set. I am pretty excited though. I think I might go tubing a little later with my siblings and their friends, so that should be pretty freaking fun. I'm trying to think of a title for today's video and a title for tomorrow's video. I think I got the one for tomorrow, so stay tuned to see that one. That one seems pretty funny in my head, but we'll see. I'm thinking something like you can push a door, you can pull a door, but you can't leg a door, and it's gonna be a leg day video. You guys are also gonna see my horrible tan lines from legs. It's gonna be bad. Gonna finish up, do a third set of lat pull down, then I'm gonna do like 2 sets of shrugs with a good old Smith machine 25s on it, nothing crazy. And then I'm thinking some seated narrow grip rows. That'll be pretty solid. And then we'll move on and do some arms. Get into some shrugs here. an awkward height. Do one more set of those. That should be pretty good. I think I need to let my food digest more before I come to work out, like eat it earlier, because I feel like my lower left stomach always feels heavy when I work out lately, and I think it's because I've been eating more before my workout and less after. I think that's the problem, so I have to cut back on that. I'm recording, my camera is the right way now, so hopefully there's no straight line screen with black boxes on the side. Hopefully we got a little better quality update for you guys. Now, a lot of people ask me if I think a cheat meal is okay. Now, to that, I'd say it depends on your weekly calories, because it's more about your weekly average than it is your daily calorie count. So like if you're low every other day, then I'd say go for it. I'm not going to encourage it. Personally, I don't like to have a cheat meal because that kind of re-encourages bad habits in me, and I don't really like that. So I personally tend to stay away from a cheat meal. Now, I did have a little bite of cake on my birthday, so that kind of got me. That was like a while ago though. But I do tend to stay away from cheat meals. Now, after a cheat meal, you're gonna see like a cheat day or a cheat meal, you're gonna see the scale go up a couple pounds. I don't think much of that is actually fat. I think more so it's glycogen replenishing in your muscles from the carbs and all the stuff you ate. Because like in order to gain 1 pound of fat, you need to go 3,500 calories over your maintenance. So it's debatable on whether or not you actually gained a single pound, depending on how much you ate. So in the long run, it's not gonna hurt you. I just tend to not advocate for it. Another thing people ask is how much protein they should have. Now, personally, I'm aiming for about 1 gram per pound of body weight that I want to be, so 175 to 180. Now, that's still a long ways away, but we got that. Morning weight this morning, 215.8, really solid, awesome. Not gonna complain about that whatsoever. Still got about 25, 30 pounds to lose though. If I want to be, that's not right. Still got about 35, 40 pounds to lose. And then it'll be bulk season and it'll just be hype. Now for the bulk, I'm not gonna go crazy or do like a dirty bulk or anything. I'm gonna only go 200 calories over my maintenance, so we'll experiment with that when we get there. It is once again super humid, so I'm gonna go turn on the quieter fan that blows less air, and I'll be right back. All right, pretty solid set. That feels pretty heavy today, I'm not gonna lie. So now another thing I totally recommend if you are cutting is drinking a ton of water, because A, it helps with the elasticity of your skin, so there's not gonna be as much loose skin. I'm praying that I don't get loose skin. It's just hard to tell because, I mean, I'm coming from 309 pounds and I'm trying to go down to like 175, 180. So that is a bit crazy, you know what I mean? So I'm not really sure how to prevent that from happening. But I've read that drinking a lot of water helps. And also, water is amazing. I mean, everything. Headaches, everything. And it keeps you more full for longer. Freaking solid. Now we got preacher curls. This needs to be lowered though, I think. Alright. Now we got the preacher curl set up. It is freaking 87% humidity outside, guys. That is awful. That is horrible. I'm gonna pound 3 sets of this, 2 sets of some hammer curls, and we'll do some little forearm curls over the bench as a little finisher, and we'll be good to go. Now, some of you guys have asked about a TikTok. I really like the long form gym content, you know what I mean? Like, I like just going to the gym, recording it, talking to the camera, answering questions, whatnot, talking about whatever. The whole TikTok thing, you know, I'd like to have one, but at the same point, what would I post on there, you know what I mean? I don't know, you guys let me know your opinions down in the comments. Let's get into this frickin' set. Good set. I am feeling it. There's a lot of lactic acid buildup in that. I've already tried the Casey Kelly lemon cake protein powder. Stuff was phenomenal. I mean, really. It tastes more like cake than it tastes more like the cake from a lemon cake than the actual lemon, which was a plus. It was like there was a little lemon, but it tasted more like the frosting and cake, which is amazing. That's definitely a bonus. I'm really excited to try the blueberry muffin protein powder, because that stuff has like little freeze-dried blueberries in it, and that seems fire. I personally love a little chunk in my protein shake. I know some people think that's gross, but I love me some protein shake chunkage. All right, we'll get into our second set. Lift off. Freaking fell off the bench at the end there. I was sitting on this metal bar. Now, personally, I like going to failure on the cut because, for me, it just stimulates the muscles, man. That's what it's all about. It stimulates my muscles. I haven't really seen much atrophy within my cut, despite being in a very steep deficit. And, as long as you work hard and you show your body that you're still using the amount of muscle that, you had on the bulk, then it won't get rid of them. If you work hard and you show your body, you send your signals to your brain or whatever that say oh, I still need these muscles for this weight, and you're still training like you have those muscles, you'll keep those muscles. And you just gotta eat your protein. Freaking simple as that. Now, I have gotten some questions about PEDs, peptides, steroids, HGH, stuff like that. Right now, I think I'm too young to make a big decision like that. That's a very easy thing to say yes to that could screw up the rest of your life. So definitely don't want to be doing that. And I seriously doubt that I will ever do something like that unless I were to compete, like seriously compete for the Olympia. No, I would do like, I would 100% do like natty shows, but if I were to go for like the Olympia, then I would consider it, you know, but other than that, I don't really see a point to it. Like, I'm nowhere near my natural limit yet, so I see no point to it. Like, yes, it's cool when you see all these TikToks and like young kids hopping on, like Eric English and stuff, but I just don't think it's the move. That's not like a dig at anybody who is. Like, good for them, they're making a career out of it. Just personally not for me. Oh my gosh, I just lost it there. That was bad, but it was a good set, so, you know. Some of you guys also asked about the title of the last video. It is not, yesterday was not day one of the cut, it was day one of me posting videos while I'm cut. So it's like day like 200. I haven't kept track. I've just been logging the numbers, not the days. So let's unveil the pump. Alright guys, that's about it. If you made it to the end, thank you so much for your support. I will be posting every single day pretty much, so definitely stay tuned.